Hey, gang, welcome to another zany episode of Real Deal Property Sharks. I'm your host, Jersey Mike. And of course, you all know, like I always say, I'm the real deal. And of course, I have with me my two famous co hosts, Deborah Face, the face of real estate, and good old Coach Nick. Nick, you got your eyesight back. I can see that. That's
Everything's good.
You betcha, man.
Dog.
Betcha, Mike.
Get you every damn show. But anyway, folks, as you can see, we're still doing the social distancing for this stupid coronavirus. And God, I hope this is over soon because people are in the house, they're going to kill each other. Either that or the population's going to explode. Okay, either one of the two. Anyway, I'd like to start off today. Now, of course, I have to reiterate this every show because this is so zany and so bizarre sometimes, especially coming from me, that I do have a research department, okay? Something I tell you is true Scout's honor, even though it was...
Who said that Scout's honor was fingers? I'm not sure.
Isn't that Scout's honor?
Wasn't it?
No,
was it like that? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that's when you drive.
My bad.
That's driving.
That's the Jersey honor.
Yeah, Jersey honor. Yeah. Anyway, so if you folks remember a couple episodes, now this is really, well, it's tied into Crow. Like, remember we talked a couple episodes ago about drones, okay? Which then, you were talking about drones with real estate and stuff.
We use that for aerial shots.
Right, and we're talking about drones because they were being used because of everybody being quarantined to deliver food.
Right.
And of course, all you had to do was have a shotgun, and you get any meal you want, you shoot it out of the air.
It has many vices.
Right. Well, here's where it's going a little bit farther. Believe it or not, in Florida and New Jersey, what they're using drones for, besides food and dating, okay, if you remember that episode, is now drones.
Dating, that was sending the note to the neighbor, right? Sending a note to the neighbor
dating,
across the way.
The other building,
hey, you're a hottie.
Right.
If you think I'm a hottie, message me back on the drone.
Right.
So I guess having your houses close together might be a good thing. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, well, it's really easier. We used to have houses close. All you can do is yell, yo.
It's true.
Right from the stoop or the upstairs window, right?
Right. But anyway, here's no, wait a minute, here's another one. Remember the old clotheslines that used to go between the building with the clothes? You put a note on it, you cross the then you write it at night. The kids do it back and forth. Anyway. So anyway, back to the drones. So because drones were used for food, for dating, now here's the newest thing with drones. In Florida and New Jersey, they're using drones because, they don't want people to gather because people are having barbecues or people are sneaking in concerts. And
they're not keeping social distance.
Right. They're not keeping the social distance because they think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Okay.
Right.
Well, they're using drones to monitor large gatherings. Like if you're having a barbecue, a drone might fly.
Kind of Orwellian, almost, I would say, right?
Yeah.
George Orwell, 1984.
So you'll be out there with the burgers, roasting stuff, having your little gathering. Says, nobody will see. So this drone flies over, and it has like a loudspeaker on it. It'll say, you're not supposed to have social gatherings. You're supposed to be social distancing. And it even goes as far as reporting it to the police.
And does it have like double Gatling guns? Like if you don't cooperate, they shoot down at you.
I was going to say.
Well, if they did, no. Listen, if they did, I would have a barbecue and have all the people over that I don't like.
Man, if they did, I'd get myself one.
Yeah,
right?
With flares on the side. Put like little X's every time you knock somebody off.
Yeah, like a video game. But imagine you're flying over, you're sitting there having your burger, you're looking up in the sky, and this thing's flying over going, you cannot be social distancing. So, no, wait a minute.
What is this world coming to?
It's going to be like RoboCop.
Right.
You are an intruder. You are the enemy. Blah, 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 blah. But,
I mean, I guess right now everybody will give them the Bronx cheer and tell them to take a hike, but But who knows? I mean, maybe we're just getting into a
Brave new
government that's
world,
going to
brother.
control everything, man. You know?
Yeah. The drones can be used for like the next thing you know, it's almost like the Jetsons. Like you use a drone, pick your kid up by the collar, and take him to school. You just fly him to school.
Wouldn't it be
Imagine
pretty awesome if like somebody just got a BB gun and and I'm not condoning getting together during the coronavirus thing, but it seems a little overreaching, doesn't it?
Well, I will tell you this.
Don't have drones.
I will tell you this as far as the drones. We're using it, the drones are used for the military use,
That's what they
police
started
use,
on.
all this stuff that they're using. But believe it or not, when drones first came out, this is another stuff, because this was a thing on, say what?
It was for the military.
Well, yeah, but they used to have drones. You could go to like a hobby store and buy a drone.
Right.
What I remember this story. This was, and I forget where this is because I want to be accurate and I'll give you fake news. But what it started because this was kind of funny. There was a case that where this guy had this girlfriend and they lived, they're fenced in houses. She used to go out and sunbathe topless. So the neighbor used to get the drone with the camera and fly it over to take pictures. To see her filmer, or she'd go out there naked or whatever.
Stalker.
Well, not actually talking, but just to see her, right? So I guess one time the boyfriend came out and shot the drone down, just like we're talking about getting the food. Shot the drone. So the big lawsuit was the guy with the drone was trying to take the other guy to court because he destroyed his property. And then the other guy was saying, well, you were invading my space. It just went back and forth, whatever. But the point is that drones have come a long way.
Oh, yeah.
Now, because with the social distancing, everything's drones.
For them, yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about one past show that they were talking, what was it, Amazon? Or one of those big stores or Prime or something, they were talking about using drones to deliver when you put in an order.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned Amazon, but I saw a news article a while back where Amazon apparently took a patent out to have these inflatables floating around, like these blimps.
Right.
And they would go over a major city like New York City or Miami or something like that, and the hatch would open up, and all of these drones with packages would go to the individual delivery spot. Like
they weren't fragile.
The blimp is the mothership.
It's crystal.
The blimp is the mothership, and the drones are the I guess the little baby ships, and they would make the delivery. And then the drones would go back to the mothership, and then the mothership would go back to the warehouse and get more loot.
Right.
We're gonna be like the Jetsons before you know it. We're gonna be.
Yeah. And how about George Jetson's daughter? I thought she was a pretty attractive teen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I like Jane, his wife. I like the wife.
And Jane, the wife, a little milfy
Jane,
thing.
the wife.
I got you. Hey there.
Right, George. Right, George.
And for those that are a little bit on the edge, the dog.
The dog. Right, George. Okay, here you go, Jim. What was the dog's name?
I don't remember.
Astro.
Right. There you go.
And he worked, and he was George, and he worked for Spacely Sprockets.
I remember. Wow, what a memory! I don't have all those brain cells anymore.
And for me, and look at especially me, Crazy Mike. And then his nemesis, the one that was the other business was Cogswell's Cogs.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Or something.
Wow,
I had no life. I was home
memory.
just watching TV.
Oh, I get it. You're what do they call it? You're binge watching that since you're home, and
No, this is from the 60s.
Yeah.
This is from the I was like 8, 9 years
yesterday.
old.
Come on.
Say
You
what?
remember that? You watched it yesterday.
No, wait, it's not on like that. The Jets on the anyway. Okay, the drones. Okay, so this with the social distancing. So now the drones are used to monitor. It's like you think you have cameras on every corner.
Yeah.
Now everything you do, you got a drone flying over.
Yeah.
So imagine.
That might be an invasion of privacy to a certain
Well, I
extent.
got to tell you, this coronavirus thing is going to change a lot of things that people do. I mean,
The whole industry, the whole world is going to change. And actually, if this is a wake-up call to people, now all of us got to pull together and do what we're supposed to do And hopefully it's not like if you remember 9/11, everybody was, well, we're being attacked, and then a year goes by, 2 people are right back to doing what they did before. Yeah. So hopefully this is when actually people die. It's not like they have relatives that died and they realize how, how vulnerable people really are.
I got to tell you, I have a lot of people up north that I know that have either had deaths in the family, or they themselves have gotten sick, or family members have gotten sick. I mean, this is pretty serious. It's it hasn't hit Florida as bad as other states, but up north in New York, and Jersey.
Well, I will tell you this:
walloped them.
Well, the reason was that they say that with this coronavirus, everybody, before this is over, everybody will know somebody who died.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, one thing that really bums me out, on a lighter note, about this virus, why they got to call it Corona? I actually like Corona with a little lime and salt. I mean, come on. Can't you call it something that I don't like? Yuling. I don't like Yuling. Can't you call it the Yuling virus?
Those poor people.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's the other one? Guinness. I don't like Guinness. I don't like dark beer. The Guinness virus. Come on.
I know.
Wait a minute. That don't sound right.
I went
Guinness virus. I don't know.
Thinking it was going to
be racial.
But it's not.
No, but it's like they say this virus. Well, first of all, Corona stock has dropped.
It has, yeah. It's a shame.
Well, I heard they stopped producing Corona. And I heard somebody went to the grocery store and they were looking for beer, and the only beer that was left was Corona.
But it's not even that much cheaper. They're not even giving you a deal on it. You'd think they'd make it cheap enough that everybody would just buy it off the shelves and then they'd be done with it. I mean, they're just sitting there.
Okay. Now we're speaking about beer. Here's another subject topic. I'm going to have a topic about something. Ready for this one, okay? You ready? Speaking about beer, we're talking about Corona. Okay, now I'm going to go a different route, okay? A different brand. This 93-year-old lady in Seminole, Pennsylvania. This has been researched.
93.
93 years old. I guess I think this is really one of my Irish aunts, okay? Her name is Olive Veronesi, all right? She self-quarantined, and she drinks beer every day. So she was freaking out because she's down to her last 12-pack of beer. So now she's freaking out, right? So she contacted the TV station KDKA TV. Okay. She held up a sign saying, look at the picture. She says, I need more beer.
So
wait a minute. Now, this is really good. So Coors, because she did this, she got on the TV. Coors, now this is, the nice thing. You hear these people, I hear all these stars, they're donating food, they're helping. Down here in Miami, we have the lines where they're giving out food to people that have no food, which is great.
Right.
They can't, because things are bad. I have no food in my house. And you go to the store and everything's gone. Okay?
Right.
I have a BB on the lake, a lot of animals, and a barbecue. I ain't worried. So. But anyway, so it's nice that people do this, that people go out and they're helping old people. Well, Coors got wind of this. They show up at her house with a truck and deliver like 150 cans of Coors beer.
What a great publicity opportunity for them, huh?
Yes, it is. This is a good
Brilliant.
thing. So probably now you see that because we're talking about beer and Corona, because Corona ties in. Corona stock is dropping, and Coors is becoming the silver bullet because it's traveling.
They should have a picture of the 93-year-old woman with a bunch of Coors beer right behind her.
Well, there probably is on there, okay? Right?
I somehow I think that a perfect meme can be created out of all this. I mean, just, you got to give me a couple of seconds.
I'd love to see what she looks like.
Right?
What does she look like?
Yeah, man, that's a lot of fodder for internet entertainment right there.
Well, with all this is going on, people, because they're so uptight, you got to just keep it. You got to take a lighter side.
You have to. You have to find humor in everything.
Right. Well, this is the way I look at it. Now here's another thing. Let's move on here. Keep it going. Okay.
She probably needs a pretty big cellar in our house to keep all
that.
Yeah,
she probably needs a big damn.
But they don't have cellar. See, you can only do that up in Pennsylvania. Not going to find it in Florida. No cellars in Florida, right?
Listen, we'll find her something up north.
Actually, what's the alternative in Florida for storage? If it's not,
I don't know about
cellars. Attics?
Just like a shed outside.
Shed. We don't have basements or attics. Well, we have attics. We have addicts, but they're drug addicts. We have lots of those.
That's right.
So. Yeah, but I mean, if she were to come to Florida, if she comes to Fort Lickerdale, she'll be okay.
There you go. There's always a place for her in Florida here.
Yes. Right now, along the lines of coronavirus, all right, of course, you can't social gather. Well, now the next thing is for all the devout religious people, which is great, they need to go to church. Okay?
Right. Sure.
I know this from going to Catholic school. We had
First Amendment, man. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, this is because of the social gathering. I mean, and you can't social gather. Well, now because I know Catholic school going to church, okay, and with Catholics, you go to confession. All right, I don't go to confession because if I went to confession, I'd have to pack a lunch. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd pack a lunch, maybe even dinner. But when I used to
go to church.
Well, what I used to do is when I went to confession, I just used to tell the priest, I used to be like the little kid in the Bronx Tale. If you ever saw that movie when he goes to confession, that's me. So I used to go in and say, I didn't take out the garbage as to answer my mother back, and I'm sorry for all the sins and all the sins of my past life. So I figured that covered everything, no matter what I did. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, now because of the coronavirus, they're having drive-through confessions.
So
remember on the past show, folks, I did this, of course, crazy me. I did a little jingle because of the coronavirus when the drive-through swabbing. Well, now here's my new jingle for drive-through confessions. Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, serious sinners don't upset us. All you have to do is just confess them today. That's my drive-through. I make them a jingle for everything.
What corner is
but wait a minute. Aren't confessions supposed to be private and intimate? I mean, do they go right next to the priest?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. You know what gave me the idea to do it? Now, if you watch on TV with the coronavirus, the way they have the drive-through testing because there's tents set up, whatever.
Right.
Well, I envisioned. Why don't they just do that? I envisioned the drive-through, have it a drive-in. Like the drive-in. Remember you used to put the speakers on the car?
And you could have multiple people getting confessions at the same time.
You have the priest up on the screen. Up on the screen, you just talk into the microphone. Yeah, well, I did this and then also the guy next to you goes, hey, I did that too.
Well, you know what I was envisioning? What I was envisioning is, man, how do you do a drive-in confession? I mean, you go to the side of the church and chop out a piece of the wall, put one of those security windows in there. Person drives up, you open up the slot. Okay, son, daughter, when was the last time you said?
No, wait. You know how you go in because of holy water? Well, you can't touch it because of cords. Well, so the priest sits there with a squirt gun and squirts you in the face with holy water.
Or get a Nerf gun.
There you go. Baptism, yeah. The super soaker. Get a super soaker.
Amazing.
Well,
and wait a minute. If they practice social distancing, how do you keep it private?
So
you're saying that you're cheating on your husband with your next door neighbor? Okay, I need you to do 3 Hail Marys.
I'm our fathers in Europe state.
When I was a kid and I used to go.
Can you imagine the husband's in the back and he's cheating on the wife with her sister, and he hears it? Oh, shit.
Right.
When I was a little girl and I used to go to confession, I never looked up, so I didn't know. And for those of you who remember back in the day, it was like a little booth, and then I think the priest would take the little door and open it.
The door, right, the little trap door.
Either I was, young or afraid, I don't know what it was, but I just knew I was supposed to go in there and talk to somebody, and I thought it was almost like a ghost. Well, I never looked up, and then one day, must have been years later, I looked up and I saw the priest, and our eyes met, and I thought, I am never coming here again. Now he knows what I look like. I mean, not that I did anything wrong, but I never knew that there was actually a person sitting there that you were talking to. I just thought it was something.
I gotta be honest with you. I was never comfortable with this confession thing because
no, me neither.
Why would you want somebody to have all the dirt on you? You know?
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you were a kid, there was nothing big. But the point is, I thought that you were talking to, it could have been an intercom, it could have been whatever, but it wasn't like me looking at someone and saying, listen, this is what I did this, I did that. I thought you didn't see them, but then when I saw them, I thought, yeah, and I never went back again. That was the end.
Well, the thing is, when I was a kid going to school, because my parents, we didn't have a lot of money, my dad had a butcher shop. So to get us to school, what my father would see, you have this vision when you were a kid that the nuns and the priests fell right down from the heavens. They're holier, they walk on water. Wait, you got to hear this story. This is true, folks, true. So what my father used to do is my father used to barter with the school, with the priests and the nuns, that my father used to bring them meat, okay? And then they used to let my sisters and my brother and myself go to Catholic school. Well, I remember this one night we had to go to deliver like chickens and stuff at the convent, and where all their freezers are downstairs where the wife. So all of a sudden I'm downstairs and you see these bloomers, these underwear on the clothesline. I'm like, holy shit, they're wearing that. I saw sisters' underwear, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're wearing underwear. Like, oh my God, they're right from heaven. I didn't think they had underwear.
You mean they went commando?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought.
They were supposed to look like diapers.
I thought that underneath there was spirit.
Hey guys, let me touch upon that drive-through thing for a second. So with homes, right? There's a lot of deliveries happening.
Right.
You know, and you want a social distance, but sometimes the delivery people, they're not wearing masks. They got the gloves on, but who knows what the heck they touched because they're going from house to house, right?
And they're sneezing all over your stuff.
Yeah, so
maybe
what I'm thinking is maybe everybody's house should have
a little
windows. Maybe we're onto something, a delivery window.
In the future with real estate, right.
And it's amazing how what was old is new. Remember the boxes for the milk? I mean, that was before my time, but they used to have the milkman who used to deliver the milk and maybe something else for the missus. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, wait. No, this is going to happen in the future with real estate. They build these windows for delivery. The guy comes in to deliver. It's going to be just like at Burger King.
Right. Only they're doing the delivery, not us.
Wait, you come to Buzz? Drive up to the window, please.
Right.
Drive up to the window, please.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it could go both ways, right?
Okay,
I think this delivery thing is going to continue to become huge. It needs to happen, even despite the coronavirus thing. But a delivery window in your house, how cool would that be? And I would get the mic. Hello. Yeah, hi, this is Publix delivering your groceries. Did you say you're delivering the groceries? Is this Winn-Dixie? No, it's Publix.
Well,
yeah, right.
You know, a lot of these houses are smart houses, you know, so you can, you can do stuff from your phone somewhere else. You can turn the lights on, do the heat, adjust the temperature and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, smart houses are here today, and just one way of just.
Do they have smart toilets?
They should, especially now with all.
We'll talk about that on another, because I got something super for that. But anyway, not to get off the subject. Now, this is what also happened. Let's take the judicial system. Okay, you're ready for this? This actually happened in Broward County, of course, Florida. Now, because people, they're going to court, the judge, and he doesn't want to get sick, and well, now when the civil judge, his name is Judge Dennis Bailey in Broward County court system, he talks to the lawyers through Zoom, just like we're talking right now. We're social distancing,
which, by the way, should have been happening even before the social.
Well, what they do when they arrange and stuff, but like we're playing Hollywood Squares.
You get forced into it; it becomes the norm.
Right. Well, we're sitting here playing Hollywood Squares. Well, they do too. Well, the judge is asking the lawyers. Now, these are lawyers. He's asking them, listen, when you guys come before me and we do the Zoom thing, the little, Hollywood Square thing, put on clothes. These lawyers are sitting out at the pool. They're shirtless. They're like doing with they're laying in bed talking to the judge.
Hey guys, can I just ask a real quick question? Are you guys wearing pants?
No.
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
Don't anybody stand up.
No, they just want to see just how Sicilian
I just took out my summer dress, Debbie.
I want to see how popular you guys really are.
Oh, yeah. Stand up.
At attention, please.
At attention, please.
So you only really have to get half dressed. All they need to,
or you're half naked if you want to look at it from the other angle. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen. Do you know how many?
That's Jersey. Listen, funny thing. I got to tell you this. I was watching I was reading some memes, and it was a meme of
Your what?
I was looking at these.
Compose yourself, Nick.
and it had to do with the dating, with the Zoom dating, and taking it to the next level. So the people were showing their crotch on the laptop.
Oh,
I'm sure that's going on.
Sexting.
Come on, people in the audience. You know that one of you has done that. Come on now.
No, we've just
Who's
heard about it.
Hey, where
you been? You've been married too long. Nick's been married way too long.
That's like that old joke. The old lady, you know, like she cuts the picture. This guy has to send a picture to his girlfriend, and his mother only has one picture, so he doesn't know what to do. So he cuts it, and it's him naked. He cuts it in half. Here's his top half to his mother, and the bottom half to his girlfriend.
Oh my God!
And all of a sudden, they got mixed up in the mail, and so his mother got the bottom half, and he says, "Ma, I sent you a picture." She looks at the picture, and says, "Ah, that's a my Da Vinci. Longer nose, bags under his eyes, and he needs a shave."
Well, we're wrapping up this episode.
Yeah,
so.
well, listen, on that note, I think, we got some more material.
Let's leave it on a high note.
Let's end it on a high note. Okay, folks, this is Jersey Mike. I'll come up, dig up some more crazy stuff for you next week. Of course, tune in, and we appreciate your comments and your feedback. Keep it coming. We love it. We love it. We love it. And this is Jersey Mike saying on the behalf of Coach Nick and Deborah Face, the face of real estate. We love you all. We'll talk to you soon.
Stay safe.
Peace out.
And we're out of here. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.